Let's bring in political analyst Xolani Dube to help us look at what it means for the liberation movement to celebrate its anniversary at this time in South African history. Welcome, Xolani. Thanks for speaking to us. It may be a day for celebration for the ANC, but many South Africans have used the fact that it's Friday and the hashtag #ANC to tell the party about all of its failings, with many using the phrase 109 years of looting. Will this worry the ANC, or have they become inured to criticism?
I think the ANC was well summarized by its president on the letter that he penned on the 23rd of August 2020, where he made a confession to the world that ANC is an accused number one when it comes to corruption. He even referred to his own comrades as hyenas who feast on the vulnerability of the poor and the vulnerable in our country. And so the issue of #FoodSec Africa, I think, is an affirmation what the president described his own political organization. And so coming to your answer, I don't think that ANC still got soul to save. They are a soulless, a shameless organization. They do as they please. And so I don't think that there is anything really that still worries them when it comes to moral and ethics in our country.
On the agenda tonight are the vaccine rollout, gender-based violence, the economic recovery plan. But Ace Magashule is not going to feature in the president's speech. How telling is this of where the party is in regard to dealing with corruption?
Look, you have to understand, if we use the ANC's president's term, referring to his own comrade as hyenas, I don't think that these hyenas will ever be able or will be willing to betray each other. And so the worry that really is lingering in our mind is the honesty and the corruption that we will face post this COVID vaccine rollout. Because, look, we are a dead society to a certain extent because of the ANC action post-apartheid and now also post-COVID. We wonder how we are going to survive as society, because we know it very well that given an opportunity, ANC is going to devour us. They've shown that during that house arrest of 6 months, where we wake up to a lot of scandals, and now we worry, what is going to happen to this vaccine rollout? Is it going to be another form of an arms deal, or is it going to be another form of a bosasa? Are we going to have a commission on COVID? And so that is really worrying number of South African people. I guess the stress and the worry that we have is beyond the COVID, how can I put it, the COVID refugee in our society.
Xolani, the Youth League, or should I say the former Youth League, is also worried. They issued a statement on Thursday calling for President Ramaphosa to face what they deem is South Africa's biggest challenge, youth unemployment. The Youth League was disbanded in 2019. What does the future hold for a party that has no young leaders to carry its legacy and work forward?
Look, you know, it is telling. Recently, people were celebrating the presence of Thabo Mbeki, Jacob Zuma in the ANC NEC. And then one was saying, how can people celebrate the past instead of looking to the future? And so for the mere fact that ANC is still going back and dig the bones of Lazarus, and not really including the so-called young people in order to craft a new path, a way forward for its own organization. It shows that ANC is not investing into the future, but ANC is becoming kind of a club of the archaic liberation leaders in South Africa who are protecting their own interests, who have no interest about the future of this country. And so I think the young people in the ANC, they must dealing themselves from this tradition, and they must be radical and craft a new path with or without these archaic leaders.
Xolani, we're living in a time where health is a broad focus for all South Africans at the moment. So I want to role play with you at the moment. If you were a doctor and you had to make a diagnosis, what would you say is the general health of the ANC this in its 109th year? And does it have long to live?
Look, he's a dinosaur. He's 109. You know, it belongs to the museum of our country. And when it's there in the museum, we are supposed to use it as a reference point. But look what they are doing now, the way they are chiseling it, you know. And so, to a certain extent, for me, I can say the ANC is beyond repair. The ANC is not even deserving to go to the museum. But I think the ANC needs to perish, or else the young people in the ANC, they must build something new out of this ANC.
Xolani, before I let you go, we get used to catchphrases from politicians and from the president alike. He's had a very difficult job to do in 2020, and no doubt 2021 will continue to provide him with many challenges. What are you expecting to hear from him tonight that might be a little bit different from what we've been hearing for the past year?
Look, I can say it's going to be just another manifesto of the hyenas. You know, when we sit around this bonfire at 7, no matter how much we can sing the Kumbaya, you know, these hyenas are going to feast on us, you see. And so this manifesto, South Africans must understand that when they put figures and say possible they will be rolling out a vaccine of so much money, they must know that that money is not going to the vaccine or is not going to social delivery, but it's going to their bottomless pockets.
Thank you very much. Very clear how you feel about the ANC on the eve of its 109th birthday. That was political analyst Xolani Dube.